Hello. How's it going? How's it going? You want me I'm going to tell you something. Today you have an opportunity to actualize your potential. What does that mean? That means you can become fulfilled. You can become content. You can become a source of love. How, you may ask? How? Tell me, tell me. Tell me, tell me. Simply by choosing to do so. Ta-da! By putting it forth an intent, you can use both, that you are gonna find out who and what you are. And with that, you will begin self-actualizing, which is a magnificent thing because you feel in alignment with the universe. You feel that you and the universe actually are one. And that is profound, undoubtedly. So here's an invitation, and I always also want to say that I love life. I love reality. I love life and I love reality. I love life and I love reality. Which is awesome. You know, when someone says they love life and love reality and says it from their heart authentically, that is a tremendous blessing. That is amazing because really, when people are blossoming, individuals are blossoming, that creates a huge amount of positive energy for everyone, for the whole, like for everyone. That is a victory. That's a victory. So for everyone that is loving life and kind of moving forward full power, that is awesome. The ego has a tendency to bring us down though, because it says I'm not loving life. My life is a struggle, is a strife. I have no permanent fulfillment. This is lacking, I am lacking. That's the ego. And that's our personality. That's the inner judge that really compares us with everyone. And we have to face that. Simple as that. We have to face that. We have to face ourselves, we have to face our negativity, and we have to face our fears. That's the only way. You have to go through it. And it's not easy. Of course not. It's not easy. Look at the world. There is no one here that's going to say it's easy. But when we make the commitment to actualize our potential, for me at least, and from the people I've met, my observations, there's a force that you activate. There's a force that you activate that propels you forward, that allows you to move through the difficulty in an intelligent way, an effective way. The key is to cultivate that force and commit, really, dedicate yourself to actualize your potential. And that for some people sounds scary because that goes hand in hand with change. And we have gotten so identified and so enmeshed in this worldly life, this material life, that it's scary to change. That's something else we need to go through, and we got to make a choice. And, you know, keep on living as you're living. That's completely fine, essentially, you know. Life moves on, regardless. And we have eternity from one perspective, from one dimension. You know, on this world, if things keep going the same way, probably we might die out as a species. That might happen. But from the perspective of being consciousness, we're eternal. So, yoo-hoo! Yeah! Now let's just actualize that into this worldly life. Now just bring that into the worldly life and we're good, you know what I'm saying? Then we can do both. Then we can rejoice here and rejoice there. Or actually here. Because there is no there. There is only here. There is only this moment. Semantics. Ticks. Yeah. And still, like, so amazing, because when we begin unlocking our potential, we become so more authentic. Life becomes real, life becomes intimate, and an adventure, really. An adventure that is so rich with discovery, inner discovery, outer discovery, discovery all over the place. All over the place. And you can become playful. You can choose how you want to be. So I, for instance, I've created my own character, you could say, in this world, which I love. Like, I created it from the ground up. I don't know if you want to say that. You can say that, but you can argue against as well. But I'm not going to go into that discussion or that dialogue. It's just, yeah. So, here I am speaking to a camera. I don't know who I'm speaking with even, but I'm speaking to you, my brother or sister, because essentially we're all human beings, so there is a sense of brotherhood, sisterhood that is underlying our existence here on this planet. Yeah. So I just want to send you a lot of good vibes. We're moving forward. I'm moving forward with optimism. I choose to move forward with optimism, and I choose to create a life of prosperity, abundance, and I choose to be real. I choose to face myself. I choose to face my shame, my sense of worthlessness. I choose to face my anger and my frustration. I choose to face my fear of rejection. I choose to face my insecurities. I choose to face whatever I need to face and whatever is here. And that is what invites in what I really am, who I really am, which is strength itself, which is courage itself, which is love, which is joy. Because when you face your fears, when you face the darkness loses its power. It's like, imagine yourself a completely dark room. When you turn on the lights, what happens with the darkness? Illuminated. No more darkness. Simple as that. Yet, it's a process. So it's not like, oh, I know I faced my worthlessness, why it's still here. It's a pattern. It's ingrained within us. It's conditioned. It's like having weeds in your garden. Yes. Yeah, that's a good example, actually. Having weeds in your garden is not enough to really... You need to put some effort into getting that shit up of the ground. Sometimes it's deep, and it's not enough to cut them, to trim the weeds, because then it will just grow out every year. Anyone with a garden knows this. So the key really is to just develop an attitude in life, develop a way of living where life is an adventure, and your very nature is to face what is present and to be present, because that way you don't measure yourself on your progress. You don't measure yourself on your self-image and what people think of you. You measure yourself by your very nature of being itself. And that way you become indestructible, unstoppable, untouchable by the fluctuations of life. This is true power. One power is power out in the world, another power is inner power. And you can have both. But having outer power without inner power is futile, dangerous even. So, go in and then create. Know yourself, then be. You see? Or you can do that both at the same time. Yeah, that's another thing. But in terms of the breath, Observe how you inhale first and then exhale. So if you've never gone internally and asked the essential questions, what am I? Why am I here? What's the meaning of life? Who am I? Then you haven't really started the first breath. So you're actually living on retention. I'm not laughing of you. I just laughed off the fact that I said that, which was spontaneous. Some people, might get offended by that, but I mean, it's all love. It's just a funny thing to say. Well, I'm gonna leave you with that. That was a dense package of content for it to digest, to metabolize, and essentially, hopefully, possibly integrate. I'm your brother. I'm your friend. I'm your family. Wish you all the best and much love.